exchanges with, and he's somebody who actively pushes back against this view that AI is going to lead to destruction of human civilization, also known as AI doomerism. So in one example that he tweeted, he said, "I do acknowledge risks, but 2 points. One, open research and open source are the best ways to understand and mitigate the risks. And two, AI is not something that just happens. We build it. We have agency in what it becomes. Hence, we control the risks. We meaning humans. It's not some sort of natural phenomena that we have no control over." So he make the case that he's right, and can you try to make the case that he's wrong?
I cannot make a case that he's right. He's wrong in so many ways. It's difficult for me to remember all of them. He's a Facebook buddy, so I have a lot of fun having those little debates with him. So I'm trying to remember the arguments. So one, he says we are not gifted this intelligence from aliens. We are designing it, we are making decisions about it. That's not true. It was true when we had expert systems, symbolic AI, decision trees. Today, you set up a model and you water this plant. You give it data, you give it compute, and it grows. And after it's finished growing into this alien plant, you start testing it to find out what capabilities it has. And it takes years to figure out, even for existing models. If it's trained for 6 months, it will take you 2-3 years to figure out the basic capabilities of that system. We still discover new capabilities in systems which are already out there. So that's not the case.
So just to link on that, to view the difference there is some level of emergent intelligence that happens in that kind of approaches. So stuff that we don't hard code in.
Absolutely. That's what makes it successful. Mistakenly code in everything, we didn't have much progress. Now it's more compute and a lot more capable.
And then the question is, when there is emergent intelligent phenomena, what is it for beyond the control over? Even if we don't understand the internals of the emergence, how the emergence happens, there's a sense that we have goal and an understanding of the approximate ceiling of capability, the limits of capability.
Well, let's see the ceiling. It's not guaranteed to be a level which is competitive with us, be greatly superior to ours.
So what about his statement about open research and open source are the best ways to understand and mitigate the risks?
Historically, his computer software is wonderful. It's bug, but we're switching to age. Now you're giving open source weapons to psychopaths. We're going to open source nuclear weapons. It's not safe to give technology so powerful to those who may misalign it, even if you are successful at somehow getting it to work in the first place in a friendly manner.
But the difference with nuclear weapons, current AI systems are not akin to nuclear weapons. So the idea there is you're open sourcing it at this stage that you can understand it better. A large number of people can explore the limitations and capabilities of ways to keep it secure, all that kind of stuff, while it's not at the stage of nuclear weapons. The nuclear weapons, there's no nuclear weapon, there's a nuclear weapon. The AI systems is gradually perform that improvement incrementally. So open source allows you to study how things go wrong and study the process of emergence. AI safety, there's not a high level of danger on that.
It's a very wrong precedent. So we open source Model 3, nothing ever that happens, so obviously we're going to do it with Model 4. It's just gradual improvement.
I think it always works with precedent. Like you're not stuck doing it the way you always just that's a precedent for research and development just that we get to work together, and then the first time there's a sign of danger, some dramatic thing happens, not a thing that destroys human civilization, but some dramatic demonstration of capability that can legitimately lead to a lot of damage, then everybody wakes up and says, okay, we need to regulate this, you come up with some stuff. But I haven't seen significant damage done by AI.
So I have a paper which collects and they always have proportional capabilities of that system. So if you have tic-tac-toe in AI, it will fail to properly play and loses the game which it should draw. Trivial. The checker will dispel the word. Because there are just too many examples of AI. Terrible accidents in the sense of billion people that killed. Absolutely true. In another paper, I argue that those accidents do not actually prevent people vaccines. A vaccine makes your body a little bit sick, so you can handle the big disease much better. It's the same here. People will point out, that accident, AI accident we had where 12 people died. Everywhere, 12 people, smoking kills. It's not a big deal. In a way, I confirm that it's not that bad.
It's literally is a problem. It's active because of increased automation, for example. So when in an automated way, maybe the plane crashes by 70%. Like, okay, do we really want to rely on automation? I think in airplanes decrease significantly. Okay, autonomous vehicles. What are the trade-offs here? You can have discussion enough, but I think the kind of things we're talking about here, mass scale pain and suffering caused by AI systems. Like, we need to see illustrations of that in a very small to start to understand really the act versus Clippy, a tool that's really useful to a lot of people learning to optimization to answer all that to generally that tool is an agent that can do a huge amount of damage.
So you bring up slowly integrated. If we had no cars, and something like under this thing, some feels like 100,000 Americans have deployed. Would we?
There's been fear mongering about cars for a long time. The transition. There's a really nice channel that I recommend people check out, Pessimist Archive, that documents all the fear mongering about technology that's happened throughout history. There's definitely been a lot of cars. There's a transition period there for cars that are to try. It took a very long time for cars to proliferate to the degree they have. And then you could ask serious questions about it. The miles, the benefit to the economy, the benefit to the quality of life that cars do. We're debt in the United States. Are we willing to pay that price? I think people are rationally thinking, makers will say yes. If you want to decrease from 40 miles to zero, do everything we can to decrease. There's all kinds of policies and incentives you can do with the technology to benefit from that. It's done with AI.
You need data. Right. It's unpredictable and controllable. You can decision making control. Basically, perform an experiment and take it without their consent. Even if they want to give you consent, they can't because you cannot give informed consent. You don't understand those things.
Right. That has to be predictable. Obvious to me that AI systems will gain capabilities so quickly that you won't collect enough data to study this.
Literally, this model will work out after we finish training. Let's say we stop GPT-4 training around human capabilities. We start training GPT. I have no knowledge of insider training runs or anything. And we start at that point about human. We train it for the next 9 months. Maybe 2 months in. At the time we start, it is already. How dangerous? I haven't heard people training.
At the training, then there's inside the company. They can start getting into what's from GPT-4 to 5 and have where GPT-4 was controllable and GPT-5 is no longer controllable. And we get no back to GPT-5. That's the situation you're concerned about. The leap and such an uncontrolled system is created without ability for us.
Even ahead of the run, before the training run, tomorrow we'll have I could guess right, we can definitely go ahead with no have it capability.
From GPT-4, you can intuitions of it's just in progress. It just doesn't like you can take something that's helping you write emails to a system that's going to destroy humans. It seems to be sufficiently mental so that we can anticipate possibilities. We're not mental, it's just a damage civilization. It seems to anticipate that with the kind of risks developed ahead of time as risks.
We're not talking just about capabilities, specific tasks, but capability to learn. Maybe like at time of testing and deployment, it is stable as it is data, the world. It can become much.
The point does this know? Why is it likely to be
so I think that it becomes capable of the game theory is away and for a long time just collect resources, simulate strategic advantage. In weeks or even a decade, it's the choice that make us to move so.
But can we just try the future? There's an capable of escaping the control of humans. It doesn't look like a lot on that system or a longer to give it just the internet. But task limiting our government and this kind of stuff. All those things.
Doing it for years. Our systems, our airlines, every time there is a check
that's not a free transition.
It shows it is in competence. People learn that it is.
Absolutely.
If not, it can have system. That's why versus
just like that either it or to it feels like
right. That's what I'm seeing. People are picking it up and see the course of employed. I mean,
industry. I can see the so first hearing hardware access. So they use systems that are manually in a social system that's so capable that it is totally such as a deployed scale. Like people, don't take this.
people have to keep it. I don't know what all people still discovered to do. They need it to right before it does. But we rule out bugs and keeps found.
Is it possible for some working with numbers struggling where on the thing we have to do so even if they've had capabilities like check virus software, the damn thing seems like the same with capabilities that we want. So to say taking capability
only and about then you can't something like that. You may not even realize you have to ask.
Just to feel. So this was started just documented a history of started with documented frame blogs where it's fear model automation over here. So by different kinds of technology.
So two photos of stories have people use them. Guns don't get guns. People don't decide. Then they were right if you want over 100 pounds. Hey, every major things to be every time I'm saying.
If you mean like all the nonsense that's in finance,
they have a super system in information.
I definitely it's a kind of question about the kinds of being and spinning fully with AI. These are things that just don't have agency or consciousness. So what makes sense for be with master
Yeah, if you have people in the lot, do you think anything acting if it's something and hoping it can
same fluctuation in the ball. On the server, you know they would push that.
I guess I'm going to send them the actual control right.
That's what the question is. I don't think that's it has the visions that can make it current architecture. Like this deploy this and all that. It's just a sequence.
I hope I had getting into the
Getting based on this view for the decades.
it's a given
Like now those for safe because the question is space will come with and one space around your illegal life. And all those spaces you know there's not like best imagine also automatically possible for the kilogram of these and which have gases on the cut damage. Even autonomous in the major or the scale individual. And it's where and they have to keep the system the day over there. Studies and such promotion. I guess 10 people have five.
notes